Hey guys, welcome back for my review of episode 6, A Painful Promise. At the monastery, Wu must stall Asphira to ensure that she doesn't do anything bad, so they play a bunch of games, and it's a pretty funny montage. Anyways, the ninja come back with Asphira's staff, and they give it to her, and surprise, surprise, she immediately betrays them and tries to exact her revenge. However, the new ninja show up, so Asphira is forced to perform a spell on Nia in exchange for her freedom, while the other ninja fight the new ninja. Nia is successfully saved and is reborn as a human. Asphira escapes and the ninja are arrested. Asphira at her prison is approached by a servant of the Crystal King who invites her to join the Crystal King's council. This episode marks the end of the Nia return story, which was started in episode 1 or 2, I guess. And I feel like this episode balances a lot of different stuff very well. First off, I love Asphira in this episode. I love that we see her immediately betray the ninja and try to attack them. I think that is so in character for her and an element that makes this episode more fun. But then she is forced to work with the ninja so she can escape. And that's a great dynamic. The ninja have to rely on her, but at the same time, she is very much still a villain. And I feel like Asphira has been pretty solid in these last few episodes. And I also think the dynamic between Wu and Asphira is pretty funny in this episode. And there's a lot of good jokes here. We see Wu try to entertain Asphira in this episode in a really well done and funny montage. And I like that. I think it's a very casual part of an episode that is otherwise pretty serious. And then there's the ending scene of this episode. I love these villain interaction scenes in any season, really, and this is no exception. It's a very creepy, ominous scene. I think the environment and the setting of the Dark Pyramid also helps to complement this, and this mysterious figure is very intriguing so far. And I like the kabuki mask. It makes this person look more ominous, as does the voice too. And it's nice to see Asphira, joining the Council of the Crystal King. So her story is definitely not ending here. The new ninja are also back in this episode. I like that we see them filling the role that the police would normally play in capturing and hunting down the ninja. I think it just makes it more exciting and interesting than having the police track the ninja down themselves. And then there's also Nia's return. The entire feeling at the end of the episode is very triumphant, and I like that. I also think that it's not a bad idea for Asphira to take away Nia's powers. I feel like as a concept, it makes enough sense, honestly, as a way to bring Nia back. It's not super unbelievable or ridiculous. That being said, I am disappointed that Nia is back so quickly in this season. I feel like this season was just rushing to get Nia back as quickly as possible, and they didn't really weave Nia's return arc into the season like they did with Zayn's return in season 4. It felt like that was very connected to the rest of the season, but so far in this season with Nia's return, it feels like they are just trying to get her back as quick as possible, and that's done. Now, the plot of this episode is really good. It's a very strong conclusion to this initial arc of the season, and it's got a lot going on. I think it was really cool to see this episode tackle so many different stuff and do so successfully. I also love the final scene. I think it is a very suspenseful and ominous scene, and it has a lot of foreshadowing for what is going to come in a few episodes. Regarding characters, Asphira, I think, was really strong here. I think it was fun to see her try to get her revenge, and then at the end join the Crystal King. Very good scene, in my opinion. Yeah, in action, we see a nice fight between the ninja and the new ninja. Meanwhile, Asphira is trying to strip Nia's powers. I think it was a very tense scene, and the stakes are very high. And emotion, I think the feeling of triumph and victory at the end when Nia is released from her water state, it's a nice feeling. And also the montage of Wu and Asphira is a pretty funny scene too. So my final rating for this episode is a 9.5 out of 10. Overall, I feel like this was a very exciting episode. It had a lot going on, and it did so really well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on episode 6, A Painful Promise, below, and I'll see you guys next time.